Yeah, we'll also roll for the tree as well.
I'm gonna say there's a tree
Yeah.
between me and it, besides the whole
Exactly.
complete darkness.
So
Yeah.
a 10. So he shoots his friend in the back. So let's see if. Let me see if I. I just need to double check to see if I made sure to code them correctly with an actual damage. They do. All right, so that is 3 points of damage. So he accidentally wings his buddy for 1 point of damage. So he's going to. Oh, hey, sorry. My bad. He's going to load another arrow.
Eric.
All right, to arms. Here we go. So I want to say that my shield is always out. You know, like Cavalier D&D cartoon style. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to take out a throwing axe.
All right.
Does that
And
take
do you have
like
a shield?
second?
Do you have a shield on the other hand?
Yeah.
So I mean, your shield. Is it a small shield or what size shield is it?
It's a small shield.
So those shields are strapped and they're in your hand. So right now you've got a shield in one hand. Or well, did you say you had your shield at the before combat?
I don't think I said it. My shield before combat.
So that'll actually help in your favor in this situation. So you've got your sword, which you say you're always carrying around.
Oh, I meant my shield.
And,
I meant my shield's always in one hand. Like that's what I
okay.
meant. My
Okay,
sword.
sorry.
Whatever. But after this, then we'll do it from then on. So.
All right. So we'll say you've got your shield. You're saying you have your shield in one hand always. So you got
That's
your
right.
shield. I was just making sure you had one free hand. All you had is you need one free hand to draw your throwing axes. So you draw a throwing axe, and what are you going to do with it?
Well, I'm gonna move in a jog. This ledge here is there. How high is it? Can I see how high it is?
That's about a 5-foot ledge up.
Like right here.
As you get closer and closer, it's about 5 feet here. So here it's maybe 2.5 feet tall.
All right. So I can start by moving at a jog, right? So that would be that's 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. But a jog is 10 feet. So that would be a walk speed.
Don't I have to start in a walk before I can
You
go
can
to a
start
jog?
in a walk or a jog.
Oh, I can start in a jog. Okay, well, if I can start in a jog, then I'll do the 10 feet. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be. Okay. And delay. What do I delay? Just a second?
Yeah, you're just jogging. And are you going to throw your throwing axe? Is that what you plan to do?
Well, eventually, I want to get up onto the ledge because I think if I'm below the ledge, then I don't have the advantage, right?
I mean, he'll be considered just a little bit farther away, by Pythagorean theory, but there won't be a disadvantage.
Yeah, I want to get
to you throwing
up
up at
onto
the
the
top.
ledge before I aim.
All right.
Yeah, I think I want to get up onto the ledge before.
And you also don't have to aim. You can just whip it, but then you have a -6 penalty to hit. So
Right. What do I delay? Just a second
just 1 second.
or two? All right.
All right, and then second 14. Second 14, Eric.
So I can go from a jog to a run, and I'll get 15 feet.
Yep.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. You can go from a jog to a run, and we'll be moving at 15.
Now, will I be able to hop on up to the ledge? Because I think to the ledge it's about 14 feet. So it'd put me right at the
So
top
you could,
of the ledge.
yeah, you could stop right before it, and then the next turn move up there.
Okay. I hit
And
them.
that guy on the outside.
All right.
What's he gonna do?
This guy on the outside, he saw you, Werlin, and so he's gonna move around this darkness, but he's giving it a wide berth, as he really doesn't. It's
It's so
unnatural.
weird.
It's
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, he doesn't want, like, he wants to be far enough away that essentially and like no one could attack him from inside the darkness using some sort of weapon. Elka the bear, you've picked up your morning star. You've been stabbed. What would you like to do?
I'll attack him again.
All right, so since you've had to pick up your weapon, you're going to have to wait your weapon speed. So it'll be 10 seconds.
Okay.
So essentially,
Yeah, that's just really painful
yeah.
to like get disarmed or have anything else happen.
You can see why some of the guys in the Knights of the Dinner Table comics want to kill each other.
Yeah,
Especially
seriously.
the GM.
Yeah. We'll battle later, Eli.
We'll battle. Okay.
Don't worry.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
All right.
Second 15. This fella back here will jog again.
Getting
Still giving
closer.
it a berth. And Eric.
I'm going to hop up on the ledge.
All right. And this fella, he's ready in a bow, but he sees you coming. And so on this second, he's going to choose to drop his bow, and he's going to draw his short sword. So on second 16,
I'm gonna.
Eric.
I want to aim the throwing axe. So how many seconds is that?
Aiming will take 4 seconds to aim.
Okay.
And
And he has
definitely
just
walk up to you
drawn.
and just stab you before that happens. But
Yeah.
you could draw your weapon and stab him too.
Yeah, so that's the thing, is if you take 4 seconds to aim, he can probably just walk up and stab you. So if you're worried about him doing that, you could just hurl it.
Yeah, and I think that's only a -4 penalty.
Minus
All right,
6.
sure. All right, sure. I'll hurl it. Why not?
All right. So yeah. So do you have throwing axe built onto your character sheet?
I do. I just don't have like any of the hidden details.
Yeah. So under the hidden details, do you have you specialized in the hand axe at all?
No, I haven't specialized. I mean, I know how to use it, if but I don't have any specializations.
All right. So the only thing you're going to need is to fill in the speed, and you get the strength bonus if you're jogging when you throw it.
Okay.
What speed are you moving right now? When you hopped up, were you moving at a jog?
Yes.
All right. So you're throwing at a jog as you're putting your momentum behind your throw. Throwing X.
What do I
So
do for the?
you go to strength, yes, and then because it's
Okay.
a snapshot, there's a little checkbox that says snapshot. Just hit that button, and then
Or then what?
roll. Since he's within. Let me see the range. The perfect range of a throwing axe is like where you have no penalties is within 20 feet, and we can check. Yep, you're easily within 20 feet of this fella. So just roll the regular attack roll.
-6, right?
Yep, and then because that snapshot button is clicked, it'll subtract 6 from your roll for you.
So I just do a basic attack roll. I don't have to do the attack with -6, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Here goes nothing.
So if you mouse over that attack roll of 2, you'll see that it was an 8 plus your 0 bonus to hit, and then -6 at the end. So that's how that's working at the end there. He rolls a 1d12 since he was just standing there. Just gonna say he's rolling a 1d12. He's just kind of surprised you charge him, and he's just stopping to pull out his short sword. He hasn't really moved, so He gets a 10, so your 2 misses. So let's see if it's up or down. So would you? We'll say even is to the right and odd is to the left.
Sure.
Even is to the right. So could you roll me a 1d12 exclamation P?
Oh, please let Merlin be like a magnet to every ranged object, and I want this to be the new meta.
So 2. So your throw misses 2 feet off, so it's at about, yep, that's right about there. It doesn't look like anyone is within, oh yeah, it looks like Karamikos is within 35 feet, so he should roll, no, your axe sails to the right and ends up somewhere over here, but misses everyone.
Okay.
So that's your, so then hit done, because you got your 1 second recovery time. This brigand here, he sees Werlin behind, and so he's going to move up into a run. Werlin, behind you, you hear a ah as he's charging you, similar to a sneak attack.
No, how could he?
This guy's going to he's warily moving up towards you, Eric. He's pulled out his sword. He can't quite get to you in be able to swing at you this turn, but he's going to. Oh, yeah, he actually can. If he moves at a jog, he can just reach you. So you throw this throwing axe at him as you run up, and he charges at you and tries to stab you with a short sword. And he no longer has a bow, so I'm taking off that little arrow token from him. So you still have your you said you always had your shield out, so you still have your shield in one hand, so you can still defend.
Yeah. Can I give ground?
Well, you could, but there is a drop right behind you.
Right. So I
So
won't do that.
There's just a danger. I'd basically have you roll a feat of agility in order to jump back, and if you
Okay.
did, if you failed, you could like trip and fall prone. So
Well, that wouldn't be good. What else can I do?
if you had a weapon out, you could parry.
Yeah, I
But
can't
you
do
don't
that.
have a weapon out.
Right. What's a tactical move?
A tactical move is you can like step to the left and right. You can move your walk speed, which for you would be 5 feet. However, if you do so, you get a -1 to attack and defense.
Okay.
So that would really give you a penalty. So since you don't have a weapon out to parry, and you can't, and you there's the danger of giving ground. It's there's not much you can do here unless you want to give ground over the edge.
Yeah. So I'll just defend. Did you?
All right. I have not. Here's the attack roll of a 12. Oof. So that's a 15. So you've managed to block it with your shield, and so here is some shield damage. 5 points of damage, but your shield absorbs 4, and your leather armor absorbs 1. So it's a decent blow, but you're strong. It's easy. It's not enough to damage your shield, so he has to wait his melee delay as he's swinging at you. So we move on to second 17, and this brigand back here is going to charge you in the back, Werland. He's not gonna actually do a charge just because he's that might take him too far on his movement, and he only needs 10 feet, so he's gonna fall down into a jog as he charges and swings at you.
Okay. So I do have 2 weapons in my hand, but one of them is the dagger. I don't suppose that would actually give me any bonus here because I don't have any specialization or talent, right?
So yeah, I mean it does give you the D20 to defend, but unless you have if you have any specializations in it, it would add to your defensive bonus. Were you considering your defensive bonuses from your double short swords twice?
I was before. I've taken off right now because again, I don't have the other short sword. I have a sword and the dagger, so I'm going to be defending with the sword because I'm better with the sword.
Then you're already handling it perfectly. So.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll hit the defense roll. 12. Where's 15?
It's not quite enough, and he manages to catch you before you can get that dagger. You're not used to that dagger. It's if you had if you had a short sword, it's got more reach, and so maybe you tried to parry it like you would with a short sword, but a dagger just doesn't have that same blade length, and you get stabbed.
Yeah. For
7 points of damage.
Yikes. That will hit my threshold of pain, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and subtract 2 off of
DR?
that. Yep, my threshold of pain is 4. So let's see. So what if I use my once a day honor bonus to reduce that, so that I don't hit that then? So it is 4. I think that still counts though. I don't know.
With the +1 once per day gives you a +1 on a dice roll.
Ah, okay. I thought we were using that before. So I'm still at 5 damage.
I was actually
I will have to roll
in
something.
error on that.
Okay. Still, so we do have to make a roll, and what am I rolling? At
But
E20?
you do have luck.
That is true. And where can I contribute it here?
So since he did damage to you, you could use 1 point of luck to reduce the damage by 1.
I'll go ahead and do that, and that will accomplish exactly what we wanted.
However, you need just something lucky enough that gives you that. Like, what happened with his strike that gave you 1 additional point of DR?
Well, that axe that was thrown earlier actually hit a little bit of this cliff and bounced off into the distance, and now the rock that got dislodged from there has, finally weak enough that it falls at the exact right moment and takes it down from, the neck down to, the shoulder as it hits
That's
his
perfect.
blade.
That's perfect. Eric,
All right.
you were attacked. You chucked your hand axe, and this guy has rushed you. Right now, you got the shield in one hand. You got no weapon in the other. What would you like to do?
I have this ability called the Spartan Kick. So can I do that?
You could make an unarmed strike against him.
Right.
The only difficulty is that he's not immediate. If you do get a knockback of some kind, you'd have to somehow knock him to the right over here to the edge.
Right.
So if you wanted to get him like that, if you did like a tactical move over, then you could move over and try to kick him. But like Karamikos brings up, he's more likely to kick you over the edge than you. You're closer to the edge than he is.
Yeah. It sounds like Karmikos is trying to help out the GM here.
I am. Most of the time I am. I'm literally fighting you people. If I could control the bad guys to fight you people, I would.
I'll make a tactical move.
All right. So remember, that'll give you a -1 to attack and defense.
Okay.
So
and I can move.
So you can move 5 feet, which is your walk speed.
All right.
While you're doing that tactical move, would you like to do anything else?
I want to pull out my broadsword.
All right. And is your broadsword broadsword is a medium weapon, correct?
Yes.
So that'll take 1 second to draw. And so just hit done. All right. This brigand here is these brigands might be attacking too fast. What? Just double checking their weapon speed.
I mean, it has been half an hour since I've done something, so maybe they are going pretty quickly.
I'm just making sure that they're not. They've got a speed of 8. Okay, they're using short swords. I was just making sure that they weren't accidentally. Sometimes I fiddle around with them, and I just wanted to make sure they weren't accidentally using a dagger. Yeah, they're using short swords. So, yeah, why is he attacking on seconds? Did you get accidentally delayed, Karamikos?
No. Last thing I did was I cast. Remember, all I did was I moved forward over the course of 4 seconds.
You cast on 11, right?
I was saying I moved forwards over the course of 4 seconds. Because I moved forwards and draw a shield, took me 4 seconds. I got in range of this guy. I took 2 seconds to cast a spell, and then you said 8 seconds to my weapon speed to actually attack him. So
Yeah,
total
which means
of 12.
you should be attacking on, and because this guy attacked you on second 10.
So
and
I have a count of 14 in my head. 8 plus 4 plus 2.
Yeah, I think we're good because you attacked on 6.
I have never attacked.
Well, you cast your spell on 6.
Okay, I cast a spell, which took 2 seconds.
Yeah, which went off on second 11, right?
If it took 2 seconds, why would it go off on second 11 if I cast it on 6?
Well, yeah,
Maybe
but
you cast it on 8.
you didn't cast it on 6.
I don't know, it's what he just said. Look,
I'm not sure.
It's been fucking ever. This is
You
the
got
one
up- you got up to
downfall
the
of
position you're
Hackmaster.
at second 9. I know that. And then you cast to 11, and then so you should be on second 19, not 20, right?
I don't know. This is one of those ridiculous moments where I have to question the rule that if you're... I got my weapon in hand, right? And I'm standing in engagement range of this guy, but apparently I'm drawn back 8 seconds before I can... This is a dumb rule.
And I think the difficulty was, I think the dangerous thing was you ran up to a guy that wasn't going to act until second 11. So as your spell went off, the other guy engaged you while you were casting your spell. And so you were considered like doing something else when you were engaged in melee with him.
I don't know. They're just rules that make the game take longer, which are bad rules.
Oh,
I'm not going to complain
What are we gonna
about
do
the
right
game.
So
Well, I
swinging
am,
at
but I'm
you.
not.
with a 16.
Does that include
But
his minus
he's
8?
in darkness, so he's actually got a 9. It does not include his darkness.
You mean
He's got a
8?
9.
That would be an 8, wouldn't it?
I know how to do math. That's an 8. You're totally correct. Awesome. That totally blocks it, and it's far enough off he doesn't even catch your shield. You're easily able to block his swings in the darkness. Second 18. Eric, you have your weapon out.
All right, I'm going to aggressively attack him.
All right. So this is the same situation where you were engaged while you were doing something else, like you needed to draw your weapon after you got engaged. So you're going to have to wait your weapon speed.
Even okay, yeah.
Yep.
So that's 11, right?
Yep. And Karamikos.
Right, I will swing. That's right, I will swing.
He'll swing. And he has a -4 to defense because
Yep.
he is in the darkness, in total darkness. You hit. See that damage.
22 damage.
Holy smokes. So a couple things happen here. The first thing is you've done so much damage that he's knocked back. So if you take 15 points of damage in a single hit as a medium creature, you're knocked back a square, or not a square, but 5 feet. If you had doubled it, he would be knocked back and prone. So he's knocked back 5 feet by just the sheer strength of your blow. In addition to that, he is threshold of pain, and he completely flubs his threshold of pain check. And so he is down to he's going to be incapacitated for the next 65 seconds. So that is going to be 70, 84. And even though you didn't double his knockback, he still gets thrown back and he's down on the ground, incapacitated. You can hear him like whimpering in pain as you slash him up, or it's a short sword. Sorry, so you stab him, and he's clutching his guts, trying to hold him in. What would you like to do next, Karamikos?
Well, I have to take a second to adjust, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So would you like to take 1 second and reorientate? Or are you going to just step up and attack him on the ground at half his weapon speed? Or are you going to try to coup de grace him? Like what's your
No,
intent?
yeah, I'll take a second to readjust because that's what I have to do to go attack somebody else, right?
That's perfect.
But if I step into range with somebody, I just want to clarify. If I step into range to attack somebody else, do I have to then also wait an additional 8 seconds after that?
No. What happened with you is you stepped up, you started casting, and while you were casting, he stepped up and attacked you. And then so now you were in combat and you were doing something else when you had the opportunity to swing, and then you have to wait. So
Got it. Okay.
So on second 20, what would you like to do?
I don't suppose. I guess he goes first anyway.
That's
I
right.
I don't know
know
like,
what
what
it's-
orders people in the same second.
I thought it was dexterity at first, but I'm pretty sure that I have no idea because sometimes we both act in the same second, and sometimes it's you and sometimes it's me.
Mm-hmm.
If a turn order tracker is it literally if you're the last, it just puts you down. It just moves you down and doesn't resort. It only resorts when I hit next.
Yeah, it bubbles down. I understand now.
If you're the last person that went, it's like snaking order essentially.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
When you're in melee and things go on the same second, then it's by weapon reach.
Yeah. Because the only thing here would be like, man, it'd be convenient if I went first before I get smothered in darkness.
Oh, it doesn't follow me.
Yeah.
As far as
okay.
my
I
understanding,
thought it was on you the whole time.
No,
so,
my
okay.
understanding of darkness is that it's an area. It doesn't say I can put it on an object.
Okay, you just initially centered it on yourself. I understand now.
Right, I cast it where I was at. That's why you saw me measuring before. I was like, okay, can I get the guys on the ridge and the guys over here all in the darkness so they'll all be
case,
fucked up?
I'm free to
Does
do this.
Does the spell have to be centered on you?
It doesn't say. No, it has a range. It has a 30-foot range, so I can cast it any. It's a 30-foot range. This is gonna last 10 minutes, by the way. This is the base level of the spell.
All right, so since the darkness is moving, I'm perfectly free to just stab this guy.
All right, so you're stabbing him. He defends. Ooh, with a 19.
I think if I add the +1, I don't hit him anyway.
Defenders win ties. So the only way that you'd win this tie is if you had the talent one-upsmanship. And so you'd spend one to tie, and then you'd say a snappy one-liner, and that would give you the bonus to break the tie.
He rolled a 20. Did he roll a d8 last time, actually?
So are you attacking this guy in the back? So
yes,
are you then letting this guy attack you in the rear then?
Yes.
All right. So then you should roll a d8 against his defense.
Well, I could also declare a turn right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn now, and in the future he will now get to attack me in the back because I want to get this now.
All right, you got a 3. You hit.
All right, sweet. Now let's actually get some damage. Now let's make it happen.
Who did you hit?
2.
This guy right here. So once again, you're just lodging it in his armor, and he's just he's ignoring you.
I'm gonna not wind up for another attack because I'm gonna go ahead and try to get out of this position in the next few seconds.
So you can still wind up for another attack and take tactical moves.
I ultimately just want to avoid getting hit, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I'd assume I'd have to like do a retreat or something to not get smacked by this guy.
You could either do a flee or you could do a fighting withdrawal. Either would work.
Okay.
A flee would mean you could move at a jog and then you just run away. However, if he's closer to his weapon, if he's closer to attacking than not attacking, then he'd get a free attack. Or if he had anything like a thief, where he had a striking rearward opponent, then he would get an attack against your back. If you do a fighting withdrawal, you move it to walk speed, because then you're like fighting him and holding him off while you're giving ground.
Okay, could I go ahead and like move 5 feet here right now doing that?
So remember, you attacked on this second.
Yeah, so I'd have to like wait 1 more second.
Just 1 second, and then you could do that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's do that. Wait 1 second.
All right. this brigand on the same second is going to. He's not too worried about you because you seem to just be kind of flailing ineffectively at his back, and so he is going to keep attacking Elka. So Elka, and conveniently, Elka just showed back up. Can I get a defense roll from you? I have a 13.
Looks
You
good.
got a 22. You're good. Because you're using a shield, he once again he lands a hit on your shield for 9 points of damage. But that's exactly what your DR is.
Cool.
Since you're using a medium shield, you have to take more than 9 points of damage to even break it. So there's no concern about that. And we go on to second 21. We've got Werlin and Karamikos. Werlin, what would you like to do? You said you wanted to tactical move into the darkness.
Yeah, the fighting retreat. Here we go.
Yep. All right, so you step into the darkness, and this guy is not interested in going to the darkness. That's for sure.
Good. Get
So,
out of my way. And I guess that'll just take the second, and I should be okay
Yep.
for further movement after that.
Karamikos.
All right. At this point, I moved 10 last time. What's the speed I can go to?
You could move at a run and move 15.
Well, I'm right here in the darkness still, but he's in my engagement.
So is he within your green bubble?
Yeah, he's on the edge of my green. You can't see my
Yeah.
green? I thought you could.
I just see everyone's green, so I'm seeing a lot of I see a lot going on, and I can't tell the exact. There's so much of you that's in Werlin and Elka's that.
Okay, well, yeah, he's in my engagement, and I'm still completely in the darkness, so...
Yeah.
So he'll have a -4 to my defend
Yep.
against me, right? Since he can't see me?
Yeah.
Alright. Attacking. Cool.
So even with a -4, he just sees a sword slash out, and maybe you're trying to use too much. Like you're trying not to expose yourself out of the darkness, and so you're kind of staying on the cautious side. And so you swing, and you miss. Second 22. Werlin, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cautiously keep backing up to here, let's say. Just 5-foot step, and I'm just gonna do done.
Yeah.
I'm listening, and I'm gonna wait until, say, like, this guy decides to move up or something.
Yeah. So, by the way, you can move it faster than a walk in darkness. But if you choose to move faster than a walk in darkness, then you can. Then there's some dangers to, like, if you run into something while moving at faster than a walk, you can hurt yourself.
Yeah, I think I did that last time I tried doing that. So I'm just gonna stick to 5-foot movement right now.
Alright.
That's fine.
So hit done.
Yep, let's go ahead and do it. Bam.
And also on second 22, this fella is not too thrilled to have someone swinging out at him that he can't see, and so he is going to do a fighting withdraw. So it'll give him a -2 to his next attack, but he's able to move at a walk speed away from engagement. So he's going to move 5 feet backwards towards his other buddy, who he's hoping can help him out. Since he's in doing this movement, Karamikos and Elka, you were fighting him. Elka or Karamikos, would either of you like to move at a walk speed to approach to follow him?
You mean the archer?
This fella right here gave ground.
Ah, yes, Dave Brown.
5 feet?
I will walk
Yeah,
towards
or
him.
a walk speed.
I feel like
can move
he's
at a walk
almost
speed.
dead, so
Yeah. Essentially, since he was the one that initiated the movement, he takes the penalty for doing that movement, but you can choose to follow him without any penalty if you'd like.
yeah, I'll follow him.
All right, so you can move 5 feet. Remember that is onto the that is on the cliff. So you're kind of following, you're shifting him with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're moving on to second 23. Werlin.
All right. Well, I think I'm still waiting a second. I'm definitely hearing someone moving here, and they're not making like bandit noises, so I'm going to assume it's probably Karamikos who disappeared into the darkness earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and wait a little bit because I'm waiting to say hear more movement and hear like everyone has engaged out here. So I'll go ahead and keep waiting.
On second 23, this brigand is going to give another 5 feet, and this fella is. They're both. One of them cries, "There's someone in the darkness! Stay back!" And they're both going to just kind of shimmy away. Elka,
Okay.
you can continue to move. And Werlin, you hear that being shouted by these brigands.
Okay.
All right. Second 24, Werlin, you're still standing there waiting, listening.
I'll go ahead and take this second since they shouted. I'll change out the dagger for the short sword, and I will probably try to attack. That takes a second to sheath, though, right? So
Yep, second to sheath.
So I wouldn't get to attack this turn. So I'll just go ahead and done. I'll wait one more second, and then I'll probably attack next turn.
All right. This brigand up here, he's got a faster weapon than you, Eric, so he's going to try to stab you with his short sword.
Okay, and I'm gonna give ground.
All right.
So that's it's a -1 to attack, and it's a +5 to defense. But I already had a -1 to defense, so it's only +4.
That's correct. And you move 5 feet away from him.
Right. I'll do that after I.
Yep, no worries. Easily, even without the giving ground, you beat him. So much so that he doesn't even hit your shield. And so with the giving ground, you do have to move away from him, though.
Okay. What? So out of my weapon?
Well, yeah. So you have to move, like you have to end farther away from him than when you started.
Got it.
And ideally, yeah. So, yep.
Is that
so
okay?
you kind of yeah, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
And that's his attack. And Elka the Bear, you also get to go on second 24. Is there anything you'd like to do? You can also peek. There are some. You can hear what some people are saying. Some people are describing. Giving ground. You can like to fight defensively. On the other side, you can also attack aggressively but that will give you a penalty to defense.
I would like to fight defensively.
All right. So that would give you a penalty to your attack, but it would give you an additional bonus to your attack.
You mean defense?
Give you a penalty to your attack and then a bonus to your defense.
Right. So what do I do? What do I change?
How much would you like to fight defensively? For every 2 points you take in penalty on attack, you get a +1 to your defense. Up to a +4.
I'll do 1 penalty then.
So you're going to have a -2 to attack and a +1 to defense?
Yeah.
Right. So make your attack roll with a -2 to attack.
Sorry, I'm still figuring it out.
Right. You just hit attack, and then we'll factor in the -2 outside of that. Woo! That's a natural 20.
Oh.
So because you took that hit and because you have a -2, that's an 18. However, because roll 20 doesn't roll 20 doesn't handle the penetrations for the natural 20s, you actually have a total of a 23. This guy has a defense roll of a 19. Or sorry, you have a -2, so you have a net +1. So you have a 21, I have a 19.
Okay.
Now roll some damage.
Ugh. It's so low.
All right, so 4 points of damage. He has 2 points of DR, so he takes a little bit of damage. However, now we're going to see the critical effect. You're using a mace, correct? That's a crushing? Or
Morningstar, yeah.
a Morning Star. All right. So you're the same size. Your attack roll was a 21, right? Because you had the -2, but then the +3 from the penetration.
Okay.
He rolled a 19 on his defense roll, and the damage was 4. The DR was 2, and it's a crushing weapon. So you hit him on the top of the shoulder for no additional effect.
Awesome.
Just that damn -3 strength penalty.
Mm.
You know that if you hadn't taken that wound in your shoulder, you would have.
So I did no damage?
You still did damage,
Okay.
but the critical didn't do any additional effect.
Damn. I need to back up.
And then, are you going to continue fighting?
I'm going to back up a bit. I don't want to get near these two guys.
All right, so you're going to have to delay 1 second. So you attacked on this second, and so you'll start retreating on second 24, or on second 25. So just hit done. All right. So now we go to second 25. We've got Werlin, we've got Elka. What would you two like to do?
I'll back up a bit into the darkness.
All right, so you can do a fighting withdraw, which means you can move at walk speed, and that would be like you using your shield to defend yourself and just giving ground slowly. Or you could turn and move at a jog speed, but that would be you running and exposing yourself to a potential attack.
I'll back up with my shield.
All right, so you can move 5 feet.
Do some frontal guard. 5 feet? Okay.
Yep. And then hit done.
All right. Well, I was planning on doing a surprise attack, a charge out of the darkness.
So you charge out of the darkness to fight the two of them. Make an attack.
Okay, so I am doing a charge, and I can jog 10, which would give me 2 to attack.
Yep.
So I've gone ahead and done that, and I will hit the attack roll.
All right.
21.
All right. He's got a defense of a 19, but it's not enough, and you hit.
All right, and damage roll. For 6.
All right, 6 points of damage. He has some DR, so it doesn't do quite as much, but you stab him. That's 9 points for knockback since you were moving at 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
However, because he's a medium creature, he has to have at least 15 points of damage in order to knock him back. So your blow doesn't knock him back anywhere, but you do stab him.
Yep, and stabbing's what I want to do, and I will go ahead and delay 7.
All right. However, on second 25, this guy's turn it's also his turn to attack. However, I'm going to say that because you charged out of this darkness, he was surprised by it, and so he's not able to attack exactly on this second. So I'm going to delay him to second 26 before he attacks.
Okay.
And now we're at second 26. So he's going to attack you Werlin.
Okay, I'm going to probably declare to do a withdrawal defense, I believe.
So you could give ground.
Yeah, give ground is what I'm looking for. And I think that's 5 feet, and then I'll get a bonus.
Yep.
So I will end up pushing Kamiko's out of the way, straight back to the darkness, and what am I looking for bonus for that? I think
+5
5
to defense. Yep.
Alright,
However,
so I'll go ahead and add this out loud then.
Because you charged, you have a -3 to defense because you lose the bonus you get from your dexterity.
Okay, so I lost my dexterity, so I'm down to 10, and then I add 5 more because I backed up 5 feet, and I'm back into the darkness.
Is there a penalty for being in the darkness?
Yes.
Well, I was attacked outside of the darkness, and then I retreated into it.
Okay, I don't know the order of events.
So yeah, I'm pulling a Homer Simpson, and I'm just like merging into the bush here.
Yeah.
As he's trying to strike me.
I think you bring up a good question, Theta. But I think since the attack is happening outside the darkness and the brigand is not trying to follow him, into the darkness.
Yeah, initial
Great.
position rather than final position.
And he can still hear his friend screaming in the darkness, so he's not
Same
really
as like around the
inclined.
corner
Yeah.
or something. Like he could hit me while I'm there, and I could retreat behind the corner, but I'm still there, and he still gets to try a hit.
Yep. Theta, I'll say too that Karamikos he's not actively engaging these brigands, and the brigands don't see him and are not going in to engage him. You could reset your weapon speed if you'd like.
Well, what I was gonna do is I was just gonna move over here and I was gonna try and we call it coup de grace. This guy over
Yeah,
here.
coup de grace.
Yeah, I was just gonna move over there and do that. So that's why I started moving. I was thinking to myself, and you said, "Oh, I need to back up." It's like, well, I'm just gonna move now then.
So you could be done at second
Yeah.
31 then, I think, for that, right?
Well, I'll move over there in the next second. I'll reach him in the next second, and then we'll just start doing that whenever.
Yep.
Yeah. So Elka, where would you like to go? You're partially in the darkness. You don't see any of your friends. You hear a guy screaming in pain from the darkness. You're hurt. You see there's some sort of fighting going on above where Eric and a brigand are dueling on the high ground.
Can I move to attack this guy in the darkness?
Which guy?
Oh wait, is he dead?
Yeah, he's down
This
on the
fella
ground.
here,
Oh.
he's on the ground. He's threshold of pain.
Hmm.
Yeah, so he's not even like making noises at this point. I don't think anyone's even aware he's there.
He's
He,
just
Except
out.
he is
Jeremy
making
goes-
noises because he's conscious. He's just like, I'm in so much pain. Or he's just,
Well, Whirlin is dying, and I don't know what to do.
I'm
Alright.
not
Kill him.
quite dying.
make it quicker.
Not quite dead
Put him
yet.
out of his misery.
Turn on him.
Coup de grace.
Change sides, quick.
They seem to be paying well. They're probably gonna be down a member soon.
Can I like shield bash this guy?
Which guy?
Um,
Ping him.
sorry, I don't know how to ping.
You hold down the left mouse button.
So remember, you've given ground to him,
Mhm.
and you have to wait. Like, so if you move up to him, you have to wait your weapon speed to attack. Since you're still since your yellow is still touching him, you're still engaged with him.
Right. I don't know what to do. Do you have any suggestions?
Edge of the map is a good retreat point.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
I could retreat, but then I'd feel bad if I retreated that much. I'm trying
Why?
to survive, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really on the road to survival here.
Slen is in the west. That's all I'm saying.
Go back home.
Go run home.
Take me home.
Run home, Elka.
The town we came
home.
from had a wall around it. The darkness is a good shield.
I'm gonna go help Eric.
All right. So you could move at a walk or a jog, which would be 5 or 10 feet. Sorry. First, you're considered still engaged. You have to move it another 5 feet. Now you're unengaged. Yeah. So just move it 5 feet. That was perfect. All right. Then hit done. And then on second 27, you're considered unengaged, and so you need to take 1 second to reorient yourself. Just to whatever action you'd considered being pulling your weapon out of a dead body, or just looking around, seeing where they are, looking around, seeing the path up there. These brigands, the two of them here are going to start falling back. They're moving at a walk speed because they're cautious, especially since elves keep charging out of the darkness and stabbing at them. So they're both going to just move at a walk speed. They're doing fighting withdrawals, but they're just watching the darkness with weapons ready. It's just these guys moving back. They continue to move back. And Elka the bear. What would you like to do? You can now move at a jog speed. I noticed you have a broken heart. Is there something I can do?
No, there's nothing you can do. All right, jog speed it is.
Yep.
How long can I move? Sorry.
A jog speed is 10 feet.
There.
Holy crap! I just looked at the time. It's 1:57.
We have no afternoon game. Take however much time you need.
We have no afternoon game, so why don't we finish out this combat and then call it at that point, huh?
Sounds good.
Sure.
All right. All the brigands just turn and run. No.
Well, you already have
these
them
brigands,
Well,
these brigands do seem to be kind of giving ground back. Maybe they're trying to reach up to get to him. Elko, you can continue moving. If you'd like to, you could move at a run, which would be 15 feet. All right. These guys are going to turn and jog up here. Karamikos, what'd you like to do?
Well, I'm in range of him now. What's the mechanics for a coup de grace?
A coup de grace takes 10 seconds, unless you have a class that gives you any bonus, like being a thief, an assassin, or so. It takes 10 seconds and you just kill him. Or you can attack at half your weapon speed, and he rolls a D8 for defense.
Yeah, I'll go half weapon speed. So delay by
Make an
4
attack.
seconds. Oh, okay. I think you said half weapon speed. I thought I had to delay again.
Because right now you haven't made an attack, and you've just been sitting in the darkness waiting.
All right. So he's got the -4 on a D8.
No, he doesn't have a -4. He just has a flat 1d8 exclamation point. No penalties, no bonuses. Just a flat
even
1d8.
in the darkness, he has no, because he doesn't see it coming.
That's the helpless one. Is there's no modifier. So even if someone had like a +30 to defense, if they're helpless, where they're incapacitated or asleep, if you decide to just attack him, it's 1d8. He has a 4. You got a 15. Do some damage.
Oh, I thought you meant to kill him.
The coup de grace takes 10 seconds to kill him.
Right.
If you're just attacking him, then you just still have to roll damage.
Why did you, Eli?
But
this
there's
is the
two
problem.
options.
No, that's not an option. I said, what's the coup de grace rules, and you told me, oh, or you could just attack him for some reason. That's not what I asked.
Yeah, I said
I wasn't asking to attack him.
So, if someone's incapacitated, there's 2 ways you can kill him. If you take 10 seconds, it automatically kills him.
Right. No,
But
that's the coup de
If
grace.
you feel like your damage is enough, if you feel like you can do enough damage with your weapon, you can just roll to attack. Because with 9 points of damage, he's dead.
Future reference, though. Too much information can be a bad thing. Eli.
All right.
he needs to learn that.
Is that I wanted to know how to coup de grace somebody, and you threw something else out there, like it was coup de grace rules. And I was like, okay, so I guess if I just hit him, he'll be dead. All right.
I totally understand how that can be confusing, and I'm sorry for doing that.
So these guys are just running back?
It looks like they're running up to go help their friend.
Cool.
Eric.
Yeah, so I am going to aggressively attack this guy. So I had a -1, so that's +4 to attack, and then I'll have a -2 to defense, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So I'm gonna hit him with my broadsword and hopefully knock him back.
He got an 18 for his defense,
Not gonna happen.
but you have a +4.
Yeah, it's still not enough.
So that's a
Damn it.
16. So that's just not quite enough. So you swing wild, and it just slashes the air in front of him.
Oh, I just realized I delayed 8 seconds. Shouldn't I just delay 1 and reorient?
Yeah.
So back to 30. I don't know how to reverse
You
course.
can just click on your the number and change it. So second 30. These brigands are both going to move at a jog up onto this higher level. And Elka the bear.
There.
All right. Oh, I didn't hit done on these guys. Done. Werlin, what would you like to do?
Well, I've gone ahead and reoriented myself here because I can hear people just running away, so I'll go ahead and start jogging this way.
All right, Karamikos.
Let's see. I'll move 5 feet in this direction. 5. I guess I can move 10, can't I? 10.
You can move. Yeah, you can move 10.
All right, and then I am going to. Oh shoot! I'm sorry, I forget. Is it 1 second or 2 seconds? 2 seconds. I'm gonna delay 2 seconds. Cast a spell.
All right.
I am a magic user that uses magic.
31. Werlin, the magic user.
Alright, still not using magic. I'm gonna go ahead and move a little faster. 15, and done.
All right, these two are going to move. This one's gonna. They're gonna move out a run to try to help out their buddy, Elka.
Okay.
Just got them moving around.
All right, on second 31. Oh, these guys have already moved, so since there's two of them, I just delay. And second 32, they're gonna move up more to jog now to try to get engaged. They're not gonna be able to get to engaged range, so that's done. This guy's also on 33. Elka.
I'm in so much trouble.
Elka, are you moving? All right, perfect. And Werlin.
Alright, I believe I'm breaking onto a sprint to get up to 20. And done.
And Karamikos.
The guy in front of Eric. He's bad shape, good shape.
Unhurt.
All right, I petty curse him. I petty curse you. I petty curse you.
Is there any save for that?
No.
All right, so what does that give him?
-1 defense, -1 attack.
He has a -1 defense and -1 attack.
He has minus the save too. I'd have to look it up, but that's the it's the general.
Yeah, basically a -1 across the board. I don't think he's going to be affected by any saves, so we'll see if that happens. But maybe you'll have a follow-up.
Actually, no. There's nothing to saves. There's a negative to skill checks by 5% too. So I guess maybe if he needs to climb down the hill.
How long does that last? Might it affect his cooking tonight?
5 minutes. It's just a 5-minute spell.
It's like I'm cursed. I can't seem to get it to work. I'm burning everything. All right. Then hit done.
I have a barely perceptible ringing in his ears, apparently.
Ah. Eric, you can see him kind of flinch as if maybe like cocks his head for a second. He is going to swing at you. He's suddenly much more emboldened by all of his allies coming up, and so he is going to aggressive attack at you.
Okay,
Let's
so
get him, boys!
what can I do? Like, I have a -2 to defense. Like, if I
So you have a -2 defense, but you also aggressive attacked. And when you
Right.
aggressive attack, you can't take any defensive actions.
got it,
As you're focusing on, you're just like pushing the offensive.
that's
But
what I thought.
he'll have the same penalty.
Okay,
All right. That's a dirty 20 with the +5 for his. So he lands a blow on you for 4 points of damage. A mighty blow, one might add.
mighty indeed. So that's a 2-point wound, correct?
That is a 2-point wound. That's correct. So it's not very mighty indeed.
Right.
So Second 33, Karamikos.
Alright, I guess I gotta come out of my shadows.
All right, Werlin.
So you say, what is...
I'm gonna go ahead and move up here, 20 feet, and done.
So were you moving at a run before then?
Yes, I was already moving runs. Now I'm moving more at a run.
Sprint around the corner. Okay. Make sure to hit done.
Oh, yep, gotta do that, and done.
What is Benny Hill?
You don't know who Benny Hill is? Alright, well, I sprinted up here.
All right, so are you going to attack at a charge?
Yes.
All right, so you have a +4 to hit. He has a -2 defense because he just aggressive attacked. I thought that Benny Hill was going to be like a horror story.
No, just
So
about
he got
any,
a 16.
any use of yakety sax is Benny Hill.
Oh,
TV show from the 70s.
I'll have to check it out.
Did that fail?
British.
No, so he has a -2 because he aggressive attacked, and you have a +4 because you charged. So you got a 21, he got a 16, and you clobber him. Let's see that damage.
My gosh.
Nice.
3 points of damage.
Jeez, dude.
Oof.
It's
So
better than nothing.
that does do 6 points of damage for knockback, but it's not enough to knock him back. However, the dangerous thing is you're moving at a sprint, and so the next turn you're forced to move at a jog, so you have to move that 15 feet forward on the next second.
Forward?
Forward.
Like off the cliff?
You're going to tackle him.
Like off the
Okay.
cliff.
Oh my god.
It's only 5 feet.
Yeah, it's not that far of a fall at all.
Yeah, I just have to get
But-
back up. It's fine. I'm dying, so.
All right, so delay your weapon speed because at the moment you're going to try to fight him again if you can stay in this combat.
Your health bar doesn't look like you're dying.
Is that correct?
I mean, you're 23 out of 34.
Yeah, but you die so fast in this game.
True.
So this brigand is going to move up to attack Eric. This one right here. So he's going to go up and attack. So now you did your -2 for the first attack because you aggressive attacked. So now this is just a flat defensive roll, and he got a 6. Not great.
I'm just going to flat defend. What the hell?
Yeah, you got it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Nope.
Oof.
Oh,
I suck at rolling. Oh my god. My rolls are so bad.
oh.
You're just barely missing it every time.
I think you do something with my character sheet.
I do
before
something with
we
your
play.
character sheet.
Every week, man. I swear.
No, I'm checking. I always check your character sheet.
Look at it.
You
You're
don't have
opening
any-
it and closing it. Look at it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if you have some random penalty that I'm not aware of. But no.
Damn it, Theta. Then it's Theta. He's doing something.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
I do control
So-
numbers. That is my superpower.
That is just
No.
it'd be a nice
Oh,
superpower
maybe
to
you
have.
move over here and hit him like this. It'll be better.
Numerology. Hey, I didn't tell you to climb a cliff.
I was trying to gain the higher ground, you know.
I walked into darkness. You climbed a giant cliff of 5 feet.
The
I hopped
looming
up
cliff
2.5.
of 5 feet. So you take a 5-point wound, which will drop down to a 3-point wound after your armor.
Yes.
But I don't have a health bar for you, so I don't even know where you're at health-wise.
Oh, why don't you?
Because you don't have one.
I can see one.
Kind of the way that Elka doesn't have any numbers on hers, you don't have anything on yours. Yes, I
I'm
know.
fine. I'm
We
like
can all
sitting at
see our
28.
own.
Oh, weird.
What about now?
Yeah, now he has a bar. Now I can see that he's actually perfectly fine.
Wait, here's a question. When you see the bar, do you see the actual numbers?
I see the numbers on me and Whirlin. Elka and Eric don't have any numbers.
That's because you can see through Whirlin, because I remember Whirlin was away from you in another group.
Well,
and
you
we
can
wanted
also
to have
make the
vision.
numbers. You can make the numbers visible. You just didn't on everybody else.
I can't.
I just didn't.
I would need like an 80-inch screen TV to see those little numbers.
Oh no, I just think you
can
need to
also
get your old man vision seen.
There's a
Old
zoom.
man, dude.
You
not an old man.
You started making those jokes. That's your fault.
All
Old
right,
man
so
joke.
this brigand, he will move in to attack Eric as well.
I'm like 29. I just got premature gray hair. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Well, first thing, you stop trying to find it in the sewers.
All right, so he's attacking me.
He's attacking you, and that's a 6. Let's see if you can roll under a 4 or under a 6, really.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
what
see
the
if you can roll under a 4. I'd be more impressed.
I'd
Call
be even
that
more
one out.
impressed if you rolled. All right, you got it. Drum roll. Woo! So he hits you on the shield.
That's still a suck ass roll. I mean, come on.
Hey, it was just sucky enough to work.
Right, but
Yeah.
you have so many hit points, it doesn't matter. They're like nickel and diming you.
Yeah, here's something that you guys don't know is that I created a completely separate game in my Roll20 account, and I've been rolling like 1,000 d20s penetrating to try to offset how I roll.
So you've
And
been
it's done
using up
absolutely nothing.
you've been using up all your luck, is what you're telling me.
You've been
Right.
warming up Roll20 with another game. That's hilarious.
But the
I've
thing
been trying
is,
every week.
Roll20 has a quantum roll calculator, though,
I
so
know.
it doesn't mean anything.
Well, it's a bell curve, right?
No.
It's RNGesus.
Praise be.
It is. It is RNGesus.
All right, maybe next
Elka?
week.
So you just made that attack, and now you have to. You were sprinting last second, so you have to move at a run. So you have to move 15 feet.
In any direction.
Well, you can't move in. You have to move in the forward direction, so you can't like pivot and go backward. I believe you can take a 90%. I think you take a 90-degree turn.
But she could run right into him too if she just went straight, right? Or he would have to get out of the way.
You could try to just move straight. You could.
What would be the consequences of that? I'm reading your chat.
No, I'm just saying you could try to. If you did try to run into him and take him over the cliff, then that would be considered a.
All right, I'm gonna try to do that.
All right, so that would be a bull rush attack. So I need you to make another attack, and if your attack misses, he's managed to step out of the way. And he does. So move your 15 feet. Well, that's why you missed. You just went.
Yep. I just kind of tried to sprint and I had a motor issue and fall off the cliff.
So I need you to roll a feat of agility.
How do I roll that? Sorry.
So on your character sheet, there's a button right next to your stats that says FOA. It's only a 5-foot cliff, so I'm going to roll a 1d20 and subtract 4. And so you run off the edge, and you like kind of trip up a little bit, but you don't end up like face planting over the other end
Yeah.
or do anything too awkward. Werlin, what would you like to do?
All right, so in light of recent events, so I am at a sprint, but I can slow down, which would then mean on the ensuing turns I wouldn't have to continue skidding to a halt. So I could move 15 this turn if I wanted to.
And since you've been moving in a straight line, this also could be a charge attack.
Right, which would actually probably be pretty good. I could probably move up to this guy. Can I go shorter than 15 on this, or would I have to like keep going past him, I think?
You have to go between the jog and the run speed. So
Okay,
anywhere greater than 10 and less than 15.
so I guess I kind of like end up running past him and then hitting him in the back to charge him, which seems a little silly, but technically is viable.
Well, you're like charging past him and slashing him as you're running
It's a
by.
tactic.
Yeah, so that makes sense. And I believe for the full charge, because this is over 10, that's +5 this time.
Yep, and it
4.
doubles your. Yep.
So let's do it. So miscellaneous +4, and he's gonna get slashed really good with a near perfect attack.
So that'll give you +1 damage.
All right, I'm gonna roll raw damage, and we get 4 + 1, so 5.
5 points of damage, which is doubled
Ooh.
for knockback purposes.
Oh well, for knockback, so 10. We may have 15 was the measure, so we're still short on that. Dang. Well, I'll roll good eventually today. I don't think I've rolled anything over.
It's
3.
that -2 from your strength. That's just.
Yeah, I'm
dragging
gonna
it
have to
down.
start lifting weights too. So,
Nice.
but yeah, so I've gone ahead and swung by, and I believe I delay 7.
The trick is
Yep.
that you can never roll good. You can only
I know
roll.
it's true.
You can only roll well.
I missed it the whole time.
Karamikos.
All right, I moved 10 last time. I can get up to what now? 20?
15.
15.
And then the next turn, you could move 20. If you're
Why
sprinting.
don't you just climb up?
Yeah, why?
Karamikos.
I'm getting my ass kicked up here.
Whose fault is that?
Not my fault. You guys could have taken care of your shit. Then
Well,
they would
it
come up
seems.
here and
Let's
get
see,
me.
who has the only kill so far? This guy.
I can't see. It's in the dark.
Yeah, and that'll
Hey.
go away in 10 minutes, and you'll be illuminated to the mastery.
This guy's gonna give a tactical move, so he's facing you, Whirlin, and doesn't have to put his back to one of you two.
Okay.
Elka, you've just
Um.
run off this cliff out of engagement range. What would you like to do?
He's technically just outside of my movement. I think I can respond by just like taking an inch closer.
Yeah.
Okay,
He meant to be if that's where you were. He meant to be still in engagement range. I didn't mean to.
Yeah,
take
because he
him.
has the same weapon reach. So
He's got the same weapon. Yeah.
I
Elka.
sprinted.
So you weren't able to sprint after falling off that. You'd have to go back to a jog.
There.
Karamikos.
What is the slowdown rate? If I go 20 again, I have to go 15 next time and then 10? Or can I go from 20 to 10?
You can't go from 20 to 10. You
So
have to
if I
20
go-
to 15.
So if I want to slow down now, I have to go 15 this time and then 10.
Yes, that's correct.
Hold on. I'm just... just figure this shit out. Okay, I guess I'll... Alright.
All right. Next up is Karamikos on 37.
Oh.
And Elka the bear. If you'd like to move now, you're more than welcome to.
I think he's on my edge. Could you just take a look? If you need to change my color to red, I just need double verification that he is in my engagement.
What do you mean? Totally out of your engagement. It's like on the other side of Whirlin. Yeah, he was in your engagement.
Alright, then I guess I'm attacking.
I moved the green bubble so I could see how far it was under. Like, I guess I could have also done.
It's gonna suck
never
not to
mind,
have
don't worry
that darkness bonus, but y'all decided to not play hackety sacks with me. That's right, hackety sacks, and not yakety sacks.
9 points of damage. Holy smokes, that's looking
yeah,
good.
it's not our fault that our enemies cower at your feet. You know.
I need you to roll a d20, Karamikos, and add your morale modifier.
I haven't. Why me?
You're the one that attacked him.
I am the
You're the-
worst charisma. I have 2 charisma, by the way. I'm on the verge of dying to charisma.
So even though you ran up and attacked him, all right, good to know. So delay your weapon speed, and that's a nice roll. Elka.
What was that all about?
You'll see in just a second. On second 38, this brigand here that you just attacked had a change of mind about what he wants to do, and on second 38, he's going to flee, and he's going to move at a jog speed straight away from everyone he's engaged with.
All right, and I guess just to clarify, I do have rogue backstabbery when people run away stuff. How does it apply to this? I believe I just don't because he's fleeing, right?
So there's 2 different ways this applies. You have because you're a mage thief, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just double checking. I know mage thieves have backstabs. You also have rearward strike. So whenever, or it's a,
Yes, rearward strike. That's what it's called.
yeah. So whenever an opponent flees from you, you're able to make an attack against them as they run. So you get to make a backstab against this fella as he runs away from you.
Okay, and I believe that lowers the boundary by 1, so I'm doing greater than 5.
So this still applies. This is the only time that a backstab can apply to a non-dagger or knife weapon.
Exactly.
And that's when someone flees you. Yeah, so he's going to roll a d10.
And I will roll an attack.
Yep.
23.
He penetrated on that d10, but he only got a 16, so you hit.
9 to the back.
And as he tries to run away from you, you cut him down, and he stumbles and falls. I'm just going to move his body somewhere over here.
Perfect.
And he is now a body. Yeah.
I guess I will go ahead and declare I'll reset myself.
Right. And so that will happen 1 second after this, because this is this second you got to attack. So if you want to change your initiative to 39, you can do so.
Okay, so 30, 39. Bam! There we go.
Can you also roll a d20 and add your morale modifier?
Sure thing. I have a morale modifier of +2.
Ooh, you're intimidating.
Yeah, look at this elf.
Ooh,
Look
all right,
at this
good to know.
elf.
So, Elka, what would you like to do?
Keep running.
All right. Move your run speed, move 15 feet. All right. So you're running on back in to fight and get back into the thick of things. And on second 39, both of these brigands, you see they're fighting against Eric. They both like look at each other, they give each other a look, and then they look at the 4 of you, and they both split. This fella right here is going to run and just hop off this cliff here, and this fella is going to run here. They both just turn and just go to run.
No.
Elka, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run after this guy.
All right. So, couple things. As the 2 of them run, Elka, they're running out of engagement of both you and Eric. Are either of you close to attacking?
No.
What do you mean by that?
Are you closer to when do you attack?
Well, I attack at second
Well,
40.
this is their next initiative, so it's literally on her initiative. So it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the both of you are Elka, you are just about to attack. So you are able to make an attack as this guy runs. And Eric, you're closer to attacking than not attacking. That means you've already waited at least half your weapon
So
speed.
I can attack?
So the both of you can attack.
I should have said that.
Yeah, I'm just explaining how it works.
Okay.
So, which one of you would like to go first?
I'll go.
All right. So, this is the guy that you were engaged with. So, swing at him as he runs. You have to roll to attack. That's a roll damage roll. So you got a 5, and he gets a 4. So you do 8 points of damage to him as you ding him as he runs. He's still running though.
All right.
So just hit done. And Eric, which one would you like to attack?
This one right here.
All right.
Whew.
You get a 6. He got an 8. You slash him as he turns to run. Let's see that damage. Holy hell! 23 points of damage, and that is enough to knock him back and threshold to pain him. And so he goes to run, and you slash him, and he stumbles and falls to the ground, crying in pain. Merlin, what would you like to do on second 39?
Probably go ahead and shout out to the last one and go, yeah, next time, don't pick on your equal numbers. That's not how you do it.
Thank
I'm out.
you.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not doing anything. I guess
I'll
I'm like
take that
approaching this
advice.
guy. Yeah, I'll just
Right.
do 3 turns.
Right. Essentially, I'm just going to ask, what are the rest of you doing? Are you guys going? This fellow is clearly just bolting. He's going to move up to a run speed. What do you all intend to do?
Let him
Like,
go. He'll be alone in the woods. What does it matter?
I want to coup de grace the guy that I just knocked down.
I was just checking to see if anyone was going to do, because if not, then this guy just runs off into the woods and maybe
To
you never
inform
see
the rest of his
again.
bandit buddies for next session.
Yeah, he'll bring them all.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get
So you guys are going to then coup de grace this guy?
They killed Bobby.
Yeah.
We can't let him get
And
away.
That's where we'll call it. So,
All right.
for experience, there's going to be some experience that's gained here. So you all have successfully slain these brigands and foiled their ambush. You killed 3 of them and drove off 1 of them. So that would be, each of you gains 30 experience points for this encounter. However, Eric, Karamikos, Werlin, and Flynn, also, you guys have completed a quest. You've managed to
Wow, we did it.
successfully,
Wow.
yeah, wow, thank goodness. You guys managed to drive off whatever that creature was that was haunting their their village and causing such terrible nightmares. And for that, the 3 of you and Finn will also receive an additional 50 experience points.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So I have 80 plus 59, 139. Still
right.
not even halfway. Ah.
So that's what we call this session. I'll see everyone next week.
Yep. Sounds like a
All right.
plan.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.